We're here at the Firefighters Charitable Foundation dinner with Mudcat Grant, who broke in with the Cleveland Indians in 1958. One of your teammates was Minnie Minoso that year. Minnie's up for consideration for the Hall of Fame. What are your memories of playing with Minnie during that time in Cleveland as a rookie?
Well, as a rookie playing with, his nickname is Minnie Minoso, or Lester's Minoso, because we played in Cuba together. But I noticed one thing about Minnie, he was an all-rounder. He knocked in a lot of runs at the outfield, and he stole a lot of bases. He could do and he wasn't a big guy. But he went all out all the time. He was like a short brother. He would run out, he was beating out the base. That's what I know about him.
How do you feel about his Hall of Fame chances and, in overall sense?
Well, when I talk about Hall of Fame, I don't have any respect for those people. They missed so many people that should be in the Hall of Fame. It seems like they called up one another and they say, let's put this guy in. Instead of looking at it a little bit more.
You're saying about the Hall of Fame voting process.
I hate to say I disrespect, but I don't have a lot of respect for what's going on in terms of votes. I know some guys that's got votes.
Right.
And when they miss Lee Smith, when they miss Jim Cott, who should be in the Hall of Fame, there's so many pitchers in the Hall of Fame that's got less victory than Jim Cott can't get in. I just don't, and I don't understand this Lee Smith situation. He should be in the Hall of Fame. So how does this work now? You have to wonder, how does it work? Why are you holding out against this guy and that guy who should be in the Hall of Fame? For many, I think Manny should be in, but he's not going to make it.
And another one of your teammates is also up in that same group, Tony Oliva.
Oh yeah.
And he's right in that they have this Golden Era committee, and Tony is also one of the guys who's right up.
Should be in the Hall of Fame. And there's no answers to this. Even when you ask some of the guys that's got votes, there's no answer to it. You have to think about Vader Pinson. You have to think about Al Oliver. There are so many people. And then when you get to the Veterans Committee, they miss out too, because it seems like they compare who the votes are to themselves. If you are in the Hall of Fame and you got a chance to put the veterans in, they're missing on that part too. A Hall of Fame vote should be thought about players who deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. And you have to do a little research on these guys to see what they did. Not just you, so Vader, he didn't do that much, and you go on and you just miss. I think Manny should be in the Hall of Fame. He's in my Hall of Fame, if that counts.
Right. You bring up a guy like Vader Pinson, and you really step back and take a look at his stats. He was a center fielder in an era of wonderful center fielders, so he's left out of the conversation. But you look at this guy with like 2,700 hits, stellar defense. But when you're in the same league as Mays, Frank Robinson, right? He gets left out of the conversation a little bit.
But time should take care of that.
Yes.
You see what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you can't really say, Vader Pinson really made. You can't do that.
Right.
You see, because nobody stands up with Willie Mays.
We have your book here, The Black Aces. When you wrote this, what was your main goal about getting this book out?
My main goal was history, the history of it all. The essence of black pitching. Because personally, I know what black pitchers were going through back in our day. It was like the black quarterback. I know what went on with the black quarterback back in the day. Now, I'm not saying that people were right or wrong about this situation. It's just that it did happen that way. We weren't thought of that back in the day. Our conversation with one another or in the book tells the story, the historical aspect. We weren't supposed to have been smart enough to be 20-game winners. And I wanted to tell the story, and I wanted to hear from some of the other 20-game winners. Even though I don't have them in the book, but Doc Ellis won 19 games. Rudy May won 18. I really wanted to talk to them. I didn't get that far with it, but in terms of the black aces that I get a chance to talk with, I didn't get a chance to talk with C.C. Sabathia because the book was written, before then. But one day I'm going to get C.C. and add him to the book. But I am happy that I did it, and I wanted fans to know about African Americans. What went on back in those days.
Right, I look at the cover here, right, and I see you and I see Don Newcomb.
Yeah.
And you guys share that distinction in a sense. He was National League, right? You were American League, and Kershaw just got the the Cy Young and the MVP, but the first one to do it
was
Don Newcomb.
Don Newcomb, I worship Don Newcomb. He came way earlier than me. And I know some of his demons, and I know some of his
I'm having breakfast with Andy Park.
he
was with the bank at that time.
I really appreciated that when I was putting the book together, and when I was thinking about the book,
It's all good.
and what he did. I mean, Cy Young and 20-game winners, and all of that kind of stuff. In one lick, man, that was quite an accomplishment back in those days.
Right.
But I was so happy to become the first African American in the American League. Don Newcomb was the first overall 20-game winner. So I recognize that, and it was wonderful, putting together this thing for Don Newcomb. Ron Swoboda.
Mudcat, I didn't want to interrupt your Pops would have been proud of your version of wonderful work.
Yes.
That's great.
Great job, Mud. Ronnie, do some of these for John.
Sure. Or as he would have called it, a wonderful warrior.
We got kid.
Cleon used to go hang out with him.
Yeah, I know.
He told me that. I about went crazy.
Well, they lived in, I think, in the same area, like in Elmhurst. Cleon and
Whatever you want me to thank you, Ronnie.
Tommy Agee. Tommy lived in East Elmhurst, which I think he lived in the same areas as where Armstrong. Armstrong did.
Hey, Janelle.
Martin Luther King had went and met with Newcomb and told him that he helped him make it easy. That Newcomb and Robinson and Kemp helped King's job easier. And he went on record and said that many times.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
And I feel at times, Nuke is still here, and I feel like he gets another year gets left out of the conversation, but he can speak on that early group because he was in that group of the few that were in Major League Baseball prior to 1950.
Well, I think about that the same way I think about 42 was a decent, fair movie.
Right.
But it didn't. They didn't come to any African American that also went through circumstances where we could explain to you how we really felt and what really happened to us back in those days.
Yeah, Ed was here today.
A lot of us, and I talked to some of the players that are still living
I got bones to
that
pick
went
with.
through those years and went through those
I'm at
times.
work. Here in the town of
Jackie was rough,
Secretary Mike
no doubt about that. But they did a good job of protecting him. The rest of us had to run like hell. The rest of us had to duck. The rest of us wasn't as safe, as it was. Well, they couldn't afford to let anything happen to Jackie. But some of the players, and Fred Valentine is one of those players, and some other ball players, and some of those guys, we could really tell you some things and add to some of the things that Jackie and Don and Campanella and all those monitors and all those guys went through, but it wasn't pretty. Johnny Sain, when I was traded to the Minnesota Twins, Johnny Sain became the pitching coach. And Johnny Sain, of course, faced Jackie.
Bobby Richardson is the second baseman.
And Johnny, he couldn't understand how we could succeed under those circumstances. And he used to ask me all the time. He said, "Mom, sit down there." He said, "I don't know how did you guys make it under the circumstances."
Right.
He does no carbs. It's all protein with the butter and coffee in the morning.
Really appreciate it. That is great. And the fact that he got a chance to meet Jackie, and the fact that he got a chance to really tell Jackie how important it was, and it certainly helped him a great deal. And like he said, it made his job a little bit easier because it was a tough job. Absolutely.
Where do you see your picture, your role now in terms of telling the story and being that ambassador at this stage of the game?
I see my role is very important because every time this book is on the shelf, so many people are surprised at what went on back in those days. You see what I mean? And the fact that I can still tell the story and then I elaborate a little bit more on it is very important, because every time fans read this story, they are so surprised. Say, "Oh no, that didn't happen." We say it's in the record books. It did happen.
And it's here.
Yeah, because the fact that, and this is nothing against Jackie.
Yeah, I'm ready. Rambuie on the rocks,
Jackie Robinson,
and the Bill.
actually not the first African American to play professional baseball.
Right.
We have that distinction goes to two brothers from Ohio. So the fact that it exists in the book, and the fact that a fan gets a chance to really see and catch up on the history of the game is important. That's what I like about the Black History book.
Thank you very much.